From extra toes to missing fingertips, here are 20 stars with bizarre body deformities of celebrities that will surprise you. Let's start with a real bombshell that will turn up the heat. Thumbs up for Megan Fox is often seen as the epitome of beauty and perfection. But behind her flawless appearance, she has a physical trait that's far from conventional. Megan Fox was born with a condition called brachydactyly, also known as clubbed thumbs. Unlike the average thumb, Megan's are noticeably shorter and wider, giving them a unique, almost stubby appearance. While it might be an imperfection to some, Fox's thumbs have become an intriguing trademark for the actress, adding a distinct charm to her persona. Despite the condition, Megan has never hidden her clubbed thumbs. Instead, she embraces them as part of who she is. In fact, she's joked about them in interviews, even showing them off when asked about her most unusual physical trait. Fans have even taken to social media, lovingly calling them Megan's thumbs, turning what could have been seen as a flaw into a symbol of her individuality. Big hands, big. We will now show you a massive body part of LeBron James. LeBron James is often celebrated as the king of basketball, but what many don't know is the price he's paid for his throne, starting with his feet. Beneath those size 15 custom sneakers lies a story of relentless sacrifice. Years of sprinting, jumping, and battling on the court have left him with deformed feet, overlapping toes, calluses thick as armor, and even pigmentation loss. These aren't mere cosmetic flaws, they're a roadmap of a career that spanned over 2 decades. Every dribble, dunk, and buzzer beater has taken its toll, reshaping his feet into a testament of endurance. To keep up with the physical demands of the NBA, LeBron relies on advanced podiatric care and shoes engineered specifically for his unique needs. But even with this meticulous attention, his feet remain a symbol of the sacrifices he's made for greatness. LeBron's perseverance, even in the face of physical hardship, is what makes him a legend. It's a stark reminder that greatness often comes at a steep cost. Yet for someone who's achieved unparalleled success, you'd think there's nothing more shocking about his physicality. Think again. The next disformity is the one almost no one really knows. But what if we tell you this person has 4 instead of 2? Harry Styles, one of the most talked about pop stars in the world, has a unique trait that has sparked curiosity and intrigue among fans. While his musical talent and charisma are the usual focus, the singer's body holds a fascinating secret. He has 4 nipples. Yes, you heard that right. It's a rare condition known as supernumerary nipples, where extra nipples form during fetal development. For Styles, this rare quirk isn't just a physical anomaly. It's something he has openly embraced. Often spotted casually showcasing his bare chest, Styles has never shied away from his unusual feature. In fact, he's turned it into a conversation starter, using his charm and confidence to normalize something that might seem odd to others. For many, it's just another part of his enigmatic personality, blending effortlessly with his androgynous style and boundary-pushing image. But how does one live with such a peculiar feature when you're in the spotlight? For Harry, it's all about confidence and owning who you are, flaws and all. This trait doesn't hold him back. Instead, it adds to his authenticity, making him even more relatable to his millions of fans worldwide. Now that we've uncovered one of Harry's quirks, let's dive into the world of another figure who redefines beauty and challenges conventional standards. Our next story is about someone who left the world mesmerized not only with her supermodel looks, but what if we tell you she has kept her disformity a secret until now? Karolina Kurkova, the supermodel known for her ethereal beauty and grace, has one of the most unique and unexpected physical traits in the fashion world. She doesn't have a visible belly button. This peculiar anomaly is a result of a surgery she underwent when she was younger, a procedure to correct a medical condition she had at birth. It's a secret that's remained hidden for years, but once the world learned about it, Karolina's missing belly button became a defining feature of her distinctive look. Though it's something that sets her apart from other models, Kurkova has embraced it, and it hasn't stopped her from becoming one of the most successful faces in the industry. In fact, this imperfection has only fueled her appeal, contributing to her unique mystique on the runway and in photo shoots. Her story reveals that true beauty doesn't lie in conformity, but in owning what makes you different. As Karolina's career skyrocketed, her distinct look and confidence only grew, making her a standout in the fashion world. Up next, we unravel the bizarre rumors surrounding one of the most influential women of our time. Did Oprah Winfrey really have an extra body part no one knows about? The truth might surprise you. Could one of the most powerful women in the world have an extra toe? For years, rumors have swirled around Oprah Winfrey's feet, with photos and fan speculation fueling the idea that the media mogul has an additional sixth toe. While Oprah herself has never confirmed or denied this claim, the mystery has captivated fans and sparked endless debates. Some chalk it up to clever Photoshop edits or optical illusions in red carpet heels, while others believe it's true but deliberately hidden. If the rumor were true, it would hardly overshadow her legacy. Oprah's incredible journey from poverty to billionaire status is a testament to her determination and charisma. Whether or not there's an extra toe in the picture, Oprah remains a global icon, her story inspiring millions. But why does this peculiar rumor persist? Perhaps it's our fascination with imperfections in larger-than-life figures, those tiny details that humanize the untouchable. Oprah's extra toe might be a mere footnote, pun intended, to her towering success, but it also underscores a deeper truth. Our differences don't define us. Our actions do. What if a unique physical trait didn't just define a person's career, but made them unforgettable? Let's explore how genetics gifted Elizabeth Taylor with one of Hollywood's most fascinating features. Elizabeth Taylor was more than a Hollywood legend. She was a beauty icon whose gaze could captivate an entire room. But her mesmerizing violet eyes weren't just the result of good genetics. They were enhanced by an incredibly rare mutation called dystichiasis. This condition gave Taylor a double row of eyelashes, making her eyes appear more defined, almost ethereal. This unique trait became part of her allure, setting her apart from her contemporaries in an industry obsessed with perfection. But it wasn't always a blessing. As a child, Taylor's additional lashes caused irritation and discomfort, leading to misdiagnoses of eye infections. Yet, as she grew into one of the most photographed women in the world, her double lashes became her signature feature, amplifying her natural beauty and elevating her to an almost mythical status. Taylor's eyes weren't just a tool for her career, they were a window into her passionate soul. Whether commanding attention in Cleopatra or stealing hearts off-screen, her gaze left an indelible mark on anyone who met her. But not all unusual traits are glamorous. In the next chapter, we'll expose an other celebrity, Ashton Kutcher. When you think of Ashton Kutcher, you probably picture his charming smile, boyish good looks, and comedic timing that made him a household name. But there's a lesser-known quirky fact about the actor that might surprise you. His toes are webbed. Yes, the Hollywood heartthrob has a mild form of syndactyly, a condition where two or more toes are fused together. Kutcher, ever the jokester, hasn't shied away from addressing his unique trait. He once humorously showed off his webbed toes during a talk show, joking that it made him a little faster in the water. It's a lighthearted approach to something that could easily make others self-conscious, proving that confidence and humor can transform an oddity into a badge of individuality. Despite this unusual feature, it hasn't stopped Kutcher from becoming a star in Hollywood and a savvy entrepreneur off-screen. His story reminds us that imperfections can be part of what makes someone memorable. But what happens when a physical difference isn't something you can joke about? What if it's an injury that changes your life forever? In the next chapter, we'll explore how a beloved Hollywood legend turned a devastating accident into a symbol of resilience. Morgan Freeman, the embodiment of grace and talent, has captivated audiences for decades with his commanding voice and unforgettable performances. But behind the calm exterior lies a story of pain and resilience. In 2008, a life-altering car accident left Freeman with permanent nerve damage in his left hand. Despite undergoing multiple surgeries, his hand remains paralyzed, a visible reminder of the fragility even the strongest among us face. Freeman's journey is far from ordinary. He didn't allow the accident to define him. Instead, he adapted, wearing a compression glove to reduce swelling and pain, transforming his disability into a symbol of perseverance. His ability to deliver Oscar-worthy performances despite physical limitations is nothing short of extraordinary. But how does someone maintain such unwavering strength? For Freeman, it's his passion for storytelling and the unwavering belief that life's challenges are simply chapters in a greater narrative. His paralyzed hand, though visible, fades into the background as his work continues to inspire millions. As we move forward, let's explore another figure who has turned a personal challenge into a beacon of strength. Can you guess? Winnie Harlow's rise to fame is nothing short of extraordinary. As a child, she was often teased and ostracized due to her vitiligo, a rare skin condition causing depigmentation in patches across her body. The relentless bullying left scars on her self-esteem, but what could have been a lifelong burden transformed into her most striking feature. Winnie decided to embrace her uniqueness, redefining what beauty means in an industry obsessed with perfection. Her breakthrough moment came when she appeared on America's Next Top Model. Winnie's confidence and unapologetic pride in her skin captivated audiences, propelling her to international stardom. She quickly became a symbol of self-acceptance, gracing the covers of major fashion magazines and walking the runways of prestigious fashion weeks. Winnie's story challenges society's narrow beauty standards. Her presence in the spotlight reminds millions that flaws don't define us. They empower us. Her activism for vitiligo awareness has also helped countless others embrace their differences, proving that beauty is diverse and multifaceted. But how far can one go when their greatest obstacle becomes their greatest asset? For Winnie, the answer is limitless. You think you saw the strangest deformities yet? Think again. The next ones will make your jaw drop again and again. Imagine being born with something most people only see in science fiction, a sixth finger on each hand. That's the reality Tay Diggs faced at birth. Known for his captivating roles in Rent and How Stella Got Her Groove Back, Tay's extra fingers weren't just a medical curiosity, but a testament to how he was born unique in more ways than one. Polydactyly, a rare congenital condition, meant he had 6 fingers on both hands, a feature surgically removed when he was a child. But what if they hadn't been removed? Could those extra digits have made him an even better pianist or athlete? While Tay's career path didn't rely on his hands in such a literal sense, it's fascinating to think how a physical anomaly could influence someone's life trajectory. For Tay, it wasn't the extra fingers that made him stand out. It was his talent, charisma, and drive. However, his story makes you wonder, how much of our uniqueness should we embrace versus alter to fit societal norm? From a medical curiosity to the big screen, Tay Diggs' journey is a reminder that what makes us different often becomes our strength. And speaking of differences, let's move to another icon whose struggles were just as defining but far less visible. Tom Jones, the velvet-voiced crooner who set hearts racing for decades, hides a surprising struggle behind his powerful performances. Known for his electrifying stage presence and timeless hits like It's Not Unusual, few fans realize the physical toll his iconic moves have taken on his body. Years of gyrating hips, energetic performances, and the relentless demands of a global music career left him grappling with severe hip problems. In recent years, Tom has undergone multiple surgeries to address chronic pain and mobility issues caused by worn-out joints. The hip issues not only threatened his ability to perform, but also tested his resilience. Yet, even as he endured grueling recovery periods and relied on walking aids, Tom's voice and passion for music remained unshaken. At 83, his concerts are a testament to sheer determination, proving that even the strongest setbacks can't silence a legend. But there's a deeper question here. How does someone continue to captivate audiences despite enduring such challenges? For Tom Jones, it's his love for the craft and an unbreakable connection with his fans. His story is a masterclass in perseverance, but it's only the beginning. The next body part is so big it will shock you. Are you ready to see the biggest one you've ever seen? Michael Jordan. Who else? When it comes to basketball, Michael Jordan's name is synonymous with greatness. But one feature that gave him a literal upper hand on the court was his massive hands. Spanning an incredible 9.75 inches from thumb to pinky, they're larger than most of his NBA peers, even those taller than his 6'6" frame. These hands weren't just impressive, they were a secret weapon. Jordan's massive hands allowed him to palm the ball effortlessly, a skill he used to fake defenders, execute impossible dunks, and control the game with unmatched precision. His ability to hold and maneuver the ball with such ease became a psychological advantage, intimidating opponents and thrilling fans. Think of his iconic switch hands layup during the 1991 NBA Finals. It wasn't just skill, it was the power of his hands in action. Off the court, his hands became a signature. Whether signing basketballs or lifting championship trophies, they symbolized a career built on extraordinary talent and physical gifts. However, even for a legend like Jordan, not all advantages lead to perfection. The question remains, could such a unique physical trait become a challenge in unexpected ways? In a world where beauty standards have often been dominated by lighter complexions, Kua Diop's deep, rich skin tone stands as a bold statement. Growing up in a society that didn't always celebrate her natural beauty, she faced countless challenges. From being told she was too dark to be considered beautiful to enduring cruel comments in the modeling world, Kua's journey was never easy. But instead of succumbing to societal pressures, she used her unique look as a platform to inspire and challenge these very beauty norms. Her breakthrough came when she started working with high fashion brands that sought to redefine beauty by embracing diversity. Kua Diop's unapologetic confidence in her own skin became a beacon of hope for many young girls who were taught that beauty comes in only one shade. Today, she stands not only as a top model, but also as an activist, encouraging the world to appreciate all skin tones equally. But what drove Kua to push past the boundaries of conventional beauty? What fueled her unwavering confidence? As we dive deeper into her story, you'll discover the inspiring force behind her rise. The next chapter shifts to another fascinating story, Daryl Hannah, who faced her own physical challenge, but in an entirely different way. Stay tuned. Daryl Hannah, the famous actress known for her roles in Splash and Kill Bill, has a surprising physical trait that often goes unnoticed: a missing fingertip. As a young girl, Hannah lost the tip of her right index finger in a childhood accident. While most people would hide such a deformity, Daryl embraced it, and it became a part of her unique charm. The injury might have seemed like a setback for an aspiring actress, but instead, it became a distinguishing feature, further setting her apart in Hollywood. Though she's never shied away from discussing it, she's managed to turn the focus back to her talent and screen presence, showing how something that could have been perceived as a flaw was actually an asset. But her finger wasn't the only thing that set her apart. It's her tenacity and resilience in the face of challenges that have truly defined her career. This minor physical imperfection didn't stop her from becoming a star. In fact, it's the same courage and adaptability that allowed her to succeed in a notoriously image-conscious industry. The next story takes us from towering hands to the mysterious allure of facial features, Wesley Snipes and his striking eye asymmetry. Wesley Snipes is known for his intense roles, from Blade to Demolition Man. But there's something about his appearance that is often overlooked: his noticeable eye asymmetry. While this feature might be subtle to some, it plays a pivotal role in his unique on-screen presence. One eye slightly droops lower than the other, giving him a look that's both captivating and mysterious. This subtle imperfection, however, hasn't hindered his career. In fact, it's become one of his trademarks, adding an element of intrigue and intensity to the characters he portrays. Snipes' asymmetrical eyes aren't the result of any accident or medical condition, but rather a natural variation that many people share. It's an example of how unique features can contribute to an actor's distinctiveness and help them stand out in the entertainment industry. The eye asymmetry has become synonymous with his rugged persona, perhaps even making him more memorable in a world where perfection is often sought after. His career trajectory demonstrates that imperfections can be powerful, even fueling his rise to stardom. Snipes' eye asymmetry serves as a reminder that embracing one's quirks, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, can lead to extraordinary success. And speaking of quirks, our next story takes us to an actress who turned an apparent flaw into a defining feature. Stay tuned to find out. Gabourey Sidibe, known for her unforgettable performance in Precious, stands out not just for her acting prowess, but also for her striking appearance, including her gap-toothed smile. While some may see it as an imperfection, Sidibe has always embraced her unique feature, turning it into a symbol of confidence. In a world where beauty standards are often narrow, Sidibe's self-assurance and unapologetic embrace of her gap helped redefine what it means to be beautiful in Hollywood. Her smile is more than just a facial feature, it's a declaration of authenticity. In interviews, Sidibe has often spoken about how she learned to love herself, flaws and all. Despite early insecurities about her appearance, she came to realize that her gap was a part of what made her stand out. And in a world of copycat celebrities, standing out is a gift. Through her success and constant representation of herself as she truly is, Sidibe sends a powerful message to fans. Your uniqueness is your power. Just as her gap has become a trademark, we move on to another story of self-expression and identity, one that deals with embracing beauty in a different form. Seal, the Grammy-winning British artist known for his powerful voice, is just as famous for the scars that mark his face. These distinctive facial scars were caused by a condition called discoid lupus erythematosus, an autoimmune disease that affects the skin, causing inflammation and scarring. While the scars initially made him self-conscious, Seal embraced them, turning what many might consider a flaw into a symbol of strength. The unique marks have become part of his signature look, with Seal often stating that they helped shape his identity, both personally and professionally. His resilience in facing the condition mirrors his emotional depth in music, with his experiences often translating into heartfelt lyrics. Seal's journey from hiding his scars to flaunting them serves as a powerful reminder of how adversity can mold us into the best versions of ourselves. His story of turning vulnerability into a point of pride and creativity resonates deeply with fans, making him not just a musical icon, but a symbol of overcoming life's challenges. When Kate Bosworth first emerged on the Hollywood scene, her piercing blue eyes captivated audiences. But there was something uniquely mesmerizing about them. One eye was a vivid blue, while the other was a lighter shade, almost gray. This eye-catching feature wasn't a result of makeup or camera tricks. It's a rare condition called heterochromia, where each eye has a different color. Kate's condition, though not common, became one of her most iconic traits, setting her apart in a sea of Hollywood stars. While some people are born with heterochromia, others develop it later in life due to injury or disease. For Kate, this genetic variation has been part of her since birth, adding an enigmatic layer to her beauty and becoming a talking point for fans and critics alike. Her eyes are a perfect reflection of her career, unique, striking, and unforgettable. But Kate Bosworth's story isn't just about her eyes. Despite facing public scrutiny and pressure in Hollywood, she's built a successful career in acting, all while embracing the rare feature that sets her apart. It's a reminder that sometimes our differences are what make us stand out and can even become our greatest asset. Let's move on to another celebrity who likes spending money and all pink stuff, who has a very distinct feature. Paris Hilton, the socialite, entrepreneur, and media mogul, has always been a symbol of beauty and glamour. However, beneath her flawless exterior lies a feature that's often overlooked: a lazy eye, or amblyopia. This condition, which causes one eye to be weaker than the other, has been a part of Hilton's life since childhood. For many, it might seem like a subtle imperfection, but for Paris, it became an inseparable part of her identity. Despite the condition, Hilton has thrived in the public eye, becoming one of the most recognizable figures in pop culture. Throughout her career, she's often seen with her signature side glance or slightly tilted head, which in many ways became her trademark pose. The lazy eye didn't hinder her from becoming a fashion icon and one of the most photographed women in the world. While some might have seen this as a flaw, Hilton embraced it with grace, turning it into an asset that defined her unique look. She never let the condition hold her back, and her confidence became an inspiration to many. Hilton's journey with her lazy eye serves as a reminder that true beauty is about self-acceptance, embracing imperfections, and owning one's uniqueness with confidence. It's part of what makes her the unmistakable figure she is today. Speaking of iconic features that shaped careers, this one is really impressive. In the heart of New York, a fateful night forever changed the face and the destiny of Michael K. Williams. Before becoming one of Hollywood's most iconic actors, Williams was a struggling performer trying to make ends meet. That night, during a heated bar brawl, a razor-wielding assailant slashed his face from forehead to cheek. What could have been a mark of tragedy turned into the defining feature of his career. Williams once admitted that the scar initially made him self-conscious. But as he began to audition, it became evident that Hollywood saw something different. Casting directors sought him out, recognizing the raw authenticity and resilience etched into his face. Roles that demanded toughness and vulnerability followed, with Omar Little in The Wire becoming his breakout performance. Williams's scar was no longer just a physical mark. It was a story, a symbol of survival, and a beacon of individuality in an industry obsessed with perfection. The scar wasn't just an accident. It became his superpower. It set him apart in a way that no amount of makeup or method acting ever could. But Williams' journey isn't just about the mark on his face. It's about how he wore it with pride, turning pain into art and rejection into opportunity.